Hello everybody and welcome to a very special episode. I would say it's our first live episode, but we accidentally did one live not long ago. But it is number 110, probably the penultimate of the season, obviously with the last day of the Premier League season coming up today. I don't think we've ever done a day pod, have we? So
No.
I've had to throw the family out, kick them outside, so there's no or minimal interruptions. I'm Tony, and with me today is James, all the way from Venezuela.
Hola.
Sí. Hola, señor.
I'm just hoping we don't have another power cut. We had 3 hours last night in the middle of the night, so it's crazy here.
Well, hopefully they got someone on riding the bike, keeping them batteries going. Ben, as usual, here. You all right, mate?
Yeah, good, mate. Calm down after my son's football match.
Oh, you're one of them angry parents.
No, I'm the coach.
Oh yeah, you are parent and coach.
My son got into a little scuffle with the striker.
Brilliant.
Funny.
And Aman, our Patreon Cup winner. Are you there, mate?
Hello, yeah, I'm there, mate. How are you guys doing?
Mate.
Yeah, all good.
I say good to have you back. It's been a while since I've been on, to be fair. Had a very busy time. Stag do's and weddings, and my missus decided to throw herself downstairs, and yeah, all that going on. But
she all right
it's good
now?
to be back. Yeah, she's all right. Still hobbling a little bit, but she's all right. I think she was milking it. I hope she's not upstairs listening to that as well, because she knows I'm like. But anyway, right, we'll have a run through our teams. I've not touched on my team for a while. Might be a bit of a surprise for you to see, but here we go. So the podcast team has gone up another 1,000 places since our last on the pod, up to 2,093rd now. My highest ranked team down 8 places to 48th. So yeah, well out of the running now, but should still get a decent finish. The team is City and United. Ederson, Diaz, Walker, Shaw, De Bruyne, Fernandes, Anthony, Gundogan, Alvarez, Haaland, Martial. Sorry for anybody that did put Anthony in. Obviously, I broke him. Is he out for the season now? That's him done in it. Took a punt on Gundogan last week. Didn't get me much. But yeah, predominantly City and United. Maximum fixtures. Although City, I mean, you never know what's happening with them, do you? It seems like he's just resting the big guns for the cup finals, which I don't blame him. But that's my team, and that's my position so far. Obviously, as team news comes in, we'll have a look at a little bit later at what we're going to do. Ben, onto yours, mate. And I know that highest rank hasn't changed because by the time I finished the presentation bit, I'd still not had a reply because obviously you're out at your kids' football, so ignore that rank.
Yeah, it's 259th now, the highest one. This team is up to 2.4k now. I've got 2 transfers left, so I'm probably, I don't know, I've got this mini league, this like main mini league. I'm thinking, do I keep Wilson as a differential against Chelsea? Poor Chelsea, but I'm probably going to have to go for the fixture volume and take Wilson out for Rashford. And Shaw's injured, isn't he? So I'll probably take Shaw out and put Walker in. He seems to be getting all the fixtures now, doesn't he?
Yeah.
He's not the best defender to have, but he's going to play. I reckon he'll play every game.
Yeah.
He's rumoured to be starting today as well, isn't he? It's the weekend
on the
side.
lineup that we've seen, yeah.
Yeah. What's the like? Do you want to say the lineup we've seen?
Yeah, we'll have a quick run through it, just early doors, in case anybody's not seen it. What have I done with it now?
I've got it here, mate.
Have you got it? Well, I'll run through them, mate.
Edison's back in the team. Then we got Walker, Ake, Laporte, Gomez, Lewis. So 5 defenders. So I would imagine Lewis will be in midfield with Phillips. Phillips is in the team, as you said. Armour, Foden, Mahrez, and Alvarez up front.
Alvarez.
Yeah, weakened side.
Yeah. Seems like obviously it's more or less naming his team for next game, isn't it?
Yeah.
I don't know about Grealish though. I know he were out on Lash. Has that actually happened there? Is he actually injured?
I don't know. Strange, isn't it?
Because it's that 3 games running now.
Mm.
I know he was pictured like in a celebratory mood, weren't he? There were quite a lot of shots in front of him. Yeah, I don't know what's happened there. I need to keep an eye on that one because Grealish might not come back into the team, which could spell a little bit more game time for Foden. Possibly. Right, James, how's your team doing, mate?
Yeah, so it's in 3,433rd position. 4 transfers left. I've taken my eye off the ball a little bit with my move to Venezuela, if I'm totally honest. Looking at that City, I mean, I'm heavy City already. Looking at that lineup today, it's not looking great for my team this week. So yeah, I suppose an obvious move there. I mean, for people who are listening on the podcast, I'll read it out. I've got De Gea in goal. In the back line, I've got Stones, Walker, Akanji. In midfield, Grealish, Fernandes, Mahrez, and De Bruyne. And up front, I went early on Alvarez. That's been okay.
Yeah.
Haaland and Kane. So looking at that, I'm thinking, although I do fancy Kane to score today, but I've also heard that Rashford's starting. So
Yeah.
That would be a 2-for-1.
Yeah.
So that's quite a tempting move. It's a shame Grealish he is a concern. If Gundogan was starting today, I'd be tempted to bring him in, but he's not even in the side either. Fernandes has a couple of games today, and the cup final, so it's difficult to know. I've got a feeling I'm going to be burning transfers. Unless you boys can come up with some magic strategy for me. I don't think I'm going to bring in. I'm going to stick with De Gea. I think Edison's probably not going to play the FA Cup final. I think so. That's 2 games for each of those guys. Clearly, Edison will play the Champions League final.
Yeah.
Yeah. So not doing stellar with the pod team. After this, I'm going to have to make some transfers.
All right, your best side. Where's that sat now?
Sorry?
Where's your best side sat? I know what I've put on there isn't correct as well. So I get your information quick enough as well.
Best side is 2,885th, which is very poor, really. Disappointing season, but
I should have kept it as that 191st, shouldn't I? I shouldn't have said anything. Oh, not a problem, mate. Right, Aman, how you doing, mate?
Yeah, it's been a very good season, I'd say, for me. So, yeah, my highest ranked team is 31st overall. Won't win it, of course, but still it's nice to be in the top 100, which was the aim at the start of the season for me after a bad season last season. And so it's a bit of confidence for next season that your methods are kind of working. So just got to keep on at it, play the similar type to get similar results next season. So yeah, I've got De Gea, Diaz, and Trent and Stones. So Trent's done really well this month. So
Yeah,
I didn't see the need for him to be moved to another City defender at the start of the month. Because I just thought, he's more advanced and he can score as well as any other City defender. So just keep him there. And then Bruno, he's the main man at United, so he's probably more or less like a City midfielder as well. And then the other three main City midfielders right now are Foden, Mahrez, and De Bruyne. With Foden and Mahrez getting a lot of game time, having won the league. But it's good to see them starting today. And they'll probably make a few sub appearances in the Champions League, in the cup finals. So, City can do well from the bench. And then the two City strikers, Alvarez and Haaland, joined by Salah.
How many transfers you got left, Aman?
I've got 2 transfers left in this team. So I'll probably be moving Trent onto a City defender. So it's a 3-for-1.
Yeah.
And Liverpool might be, relaxing and won't be, or probably not get a clean sheet today. So Southampton might want to go out with a goal. And then the last one, I'm not sure. I might do Salah to Rashford. But I don't know. I have to see what the Liverpool lineup's like, whether they're taking this last game as seriously as the rest.
All I've heard is that Alisson's not starting today, so I don't know if that might affect your decision making. But I haven't seen any other leaks, but Alisson's not starting, I hear, and it's a reliable source.
Yeah, I'm just worried the intensity won't be there. So, and Rashford is more, because he played really well on Thursday night when he came off the bench. So that scared me because I didn't have him then. And I thought, that looks like a player that's really at it. And, and he's really good in the cup competition, so he can easily break a City clean sheet. So,
see, Liverpool don't really have much to play for, do they?
Yeah.
Seeing as that it's been settled. Do we prefer that one, James?
I've never heard that one before, I don't think.
That's the Europa League anthem, that.
Is
What? I'm not singing it.
I got used to
on Discord said, you want to hear me sing the Europa League tune? Ain't happening.
Have you seen the BT Sports advert? It goes, Thursday nights are Europa nights.
Brilliant.
Salah's come out on Twitter, hasn't he? Do you think he's upset the management? Do you think he'll get dropped, or do you think he's worth what he said?
No, I don't think what he said was bad. He's just disappointed. Said he should have done better.
Definitely.
Are we looking forward to the Tonic derby next year? Blackburn versus Leicester?
I knew that was coming. I was half tempted to get the championship music on.
Is there a theme tune?
Well, they used to be, didn't they? When the highlights were on ITV.
Sky Bet.
Yeah. To be fair, we played this season. We went and beat you at your place, didn't we?
We did in the League Cup. Everyone can beat us this year, though.
Yeah, that's true. You'll be a different animal next year, I'm sure. I think we are going to touch on Leicester a little bit later and what is in store for your lot. But Before then, just a shout out, obviously, in the comments, we've got Jordan. Here he is. Hi, guys. Good to have you on listening, Jordan. Obviously, disappointing day for you yesterday. But to be fair, you wouldn't have been there if it weren't for your keeper punching one at the back of our net. So I don't have much sympathy. But yeah, fair play to Luton. Not the greatest of finals, but they've had it tough, haven't they, commentary for a while. Connor's on there as well. Hi up, lads. Why I mate. And just a quick question from Sean Siddall. Do remaining transfers roll into June? No, Sean. You're going to spend all your transfers today, mate, because the game week all rolls into one with the cup final and the Champions League final as well. So get your transfers burnt today. Get them used, mate, if you need to.
Apparently, there is one.
What is on?
Apparently, there is one way you could use your transfers later if your player doesn't play and you want to bring in a player that does play later on. But it's risky. It's risky.
That's a risky move.
You might as well maximise your transfers and get as many games as you can.
Yeah, you don't want to get caught out by that. Definitely not. I wouldn't be risking that anyway. I'm just going to use all mine. They'll all be gone. Let's see. Right, before we start on the ones there, we'll just start with Jordan's. I currently have Isaac and Mac. Not sure who to hold. I have one move left. Rashford or a City asset would you move to? Gundo, Grealish or Silva? So obviously we're not prepped for these questions. Ben, what do you reckon? I'm guessing that's Isaac and McAllister.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think so.
Yeah. Obviously, wait for the lineups because if McAllister isn't in the lineup, then that's a straight out to a City midfielder. Yeah. I'd go more for Gundo or Silva though over Grealish. Grealish he ticks along. He got 7 ratings, but he doesn't really explode, does he?
No, he's been out piss for about 3 weeks now.
Yeah, and Gundo and Silva look like they're in the main 11 with Grealish, but they're more explosive, haven't they? They've been scoring braces, haven't they, lately? Yeah. So yeah, go for one of them. I'd probably go for Gundo, but it depends if Gundo's playing further back or if he's playing in the number 8 role next to KDB.
Yeah.
So it just depends on the lineups. But if it comes down to it and they're both playing, then it's tricky then. But
because they're literally probably both 2-for-1s, aren't they?
Yeah.
Then so it is a bit of a flip of a coin.
Yeah, I'd probably still go for the City midfielder. I don't know. Isaac could explode. McAllister's he's got penalties, hasn't he? So tricky one.
You reckon, James?
I think McAllister's on his way out as well, so they probably won't want to play him, give him as many minutes.
Yeah.
He's been strongly linked to Liverpool, hasn't he?
Yeah.
Yeah. Some people are saying it's a done deal. I think Ben's nailed it there. I probably would take McAllister out rather than Isaac. Gundogan seems like the obvious choice.
Yeah, the other week he was playing further back last week, and he still got into some great positions going forward. He always seems to pop up there on edge of box, doesn't he? I just noticed. Oh God, Alan's gone. I was just going to say I can't see Alan behind the question, but
he's just said he's going to switch to his laptop from his phone.
Right, here we go. I think he's back already. Here he is.
Yeah, sorry about that.
There we go. You're all right, mate.
Yeah, my phone ran out of battery.
Right. I thought you were getting upset because I was blocking your face with question. But there you are.
I just plugged my headphones in.
No worries,
so
mate.
you can see Gundogan. He strikes me as someone who can score important goals, and they've got important fixtures coming up. Not this week, but the ones after. So
yeah. Bernardo as well. He wants to pop up with a goal.
Yeah, he does, doesn't he?
I mean, now and again, doesn't he? To be honest, I made the move last week, and I put Gundle in one team, and I put Silver in my second team. So I fancied both of them, but one of them. So I took Grealish out for Gundo and Grealish out for Silver. What would I do? I can't see McAllister playing. I think he said his farewells now, and I think he is going to move on, probably for big money. So I think they'd probably just put somebody else in the middle of that part. So yeah, I'd probably do the map move to. If I had a gun to my head, I'd probably go Gundo. Yeah. Aman, are you there, mate?
Yeah, I'm just need a sec. Sorry.
Andrew Carr, hi boys, great watching you all season.
Cheers, Andrew.
Cheers, Andrew. Appreciate it, mate. Good to have you watching, mate.
Yeah.
We are going to have Aman's opinion in a minute. What do you reckon, mate? I know I'm going to cover your face again. Here we go. So Jordan, he's got Isaac and McAllister, and he's not sure who to hold. What would you do, mate?
All right, so I'll probably choose Rashford over the rest because he's probably got the highest upside. It depends what team Fulham got today playing. If it's kind of a reserve team, then yeah, I like Rashford. But if not, then I'll go for Gundogan over Grealish and Bernardo Silva because he's very good at in a shadow striker position. So he's good for jumping in and the last minute in the box and scoring. Because Pep was a big fan of him at the start of the season, Gundogan, because he did really well with Haaland. But yeah, so there's either those two, I would say.
Yeah,
I'm not sure about the injury stages of Grealish. It's a bit of a worry that he hasn't played that much and not just come off the bench and stuff. So
it's one of the longest hangovers I've ever known, and I've had a few long ones.
Yeah. So yeah.
Can't trust Grealish. Got to touch one of the other two. Right. That's questions as they come in. Obviously, if you have got questions, drop them in the comments or the chat, and we'll try and get them covered as well. So we'll go on to the list of questions that have been posted into the Discord from our patrons. Basbestos, first up. Any surprises from today's team news? And is there anyone starting today that you feel could be worth a last transfer punt? What do you reckon, James?
There are a few surprises, but I'm not sure any of them jump out as people I would jump on. I'm seeing that Garnacho starts for United, as does Malaysia. Rodrigo's fit for Leeds. You wouldn't be considering these guys. Maddison starting for Leicester. I see. That would be a Hail Mary, wouldn't it? But would you really go for a guy with one game over a guy with two, or with in City's case 3 games? I don't think you would. So yeah, I'm just flicking through the usual source that I use. Sam underscore C3345. He is usually bang on. I've never seen him get it wrong, but I've not seen anything in those lineups that would potentially make me jump for those Bears. I also see that Harry Maguire is starting. So perhaps if you've got United defenders, you might want to get Malacia starting as well. So that if those two guys are in there, then it could be wholesale changes. United don't need to win, do they? So
Is Dallo playing?
Big rotation now, I think.
Is
Dalot
Dalot
playing?
playing?
I don't know. I haven't seen that. So he's only leaked certain players, but
Yeah. So we know obviously Rashford starts, don't we?
I would have thought Dalot would start because he's not really been starting recently. So
Yeah.
give him a run out, I guess. Where would Malacia play? He'd probably be left back.
Left back.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Cover Shaw.
Yeah. So Dalot's got a good chance of being right back, I'd imagine, or it could be Aaron Wan-Bissaka. But they might want to keep him fresh for the cup final. So who knows?
Yeah.
I was tempted to triple up on United defence to go differential, but now Shaw's injured. I've got to get him out. So
yeah.
I've been pretty fortunate because I know obviously Ake is back today, isn't he? And I did end up with Ake and Shaw with only one transfer left. So I was sweating on that a little bit. But obviously now Ake, I know, is playing today, or pretty damn sure he's playing today. That means I've not got two fires, I've got one. So I probably will move Sean because obviously he won't be playing today. Then he's got City, so I can't see many points from Shaw, to be honest. So Shaw will be a move on for me, probably to, I guess, Kyle Walker or one of those. What do you reckon, Aman? Any diamonds?
Well, not sure it was diamond, but I like Harry Kane for today, and that's why it can be a bit of a differential, and I think he's got a really high ceiling against Leeds today, and he'll be one that I'll punt on if I didn't have him, and
big game for Leeds, isn't it? Massive game.
Yeah, and probably Jesus I'll go for as well because Arsenal usually hand out a bit of a thrashing on the last home games. I remember last season they won about 4-1 or something like that. So I think with them losing the title, the pressure's off. All of them they can relax. So they just can go, end the season on a little bit of a high. So those ones really stand out for me. I don't know, obviously just go with Rashford as well. I think, it depends on what the Fulham team is like, whether they're playing the reserve goalkeeper and stuff. That might be resting the whole team because they played a lot of matches and all that. And they achieved their safety as well. So I don't see really much outside like a big punt, but
no, it's just trying to maximise fixtures, isn't it? I mean, Rashford's probably a good shout. Probably didn't expect him to start today, to be honest. So if he does start, getting a 2-for-1 out of him, I think that'll tempt a lot of people from Kane or Salah. I think that definitely be one of the moves a lot of people make now.
Yeah, some people might be tempted to take like Bruno out for another City midfielder, isn't it? Get all four.
Yeah,
I'm not sure about
especially if Bruno doesn't start. Yeah. But he snuck the star man, didn't he, last week?
Yeah.
During week, sorry. Thursday, was it? Stole that last minute.
Yeah, but I always think of Bruno as well, can be one of the best midfielders. He chips along and gets the bends and stuff.
Yeah, you think if City if United do well in that final against City, Bruno will probably be pivotal to that, as well as Rashford. So they are the players you'd want. Whether they can upset that City team, I don't know. It'd be interesting. The City United derby in the final, big game. Right, a bit of one here. Cole's 1993. You found Eddie Howe in bed with the missus. Would you tuck him in and make him a cup of tea? James.
I think that question would be better for Aman because he's a Newcastle fan. No, I wouldn't. I'd kick him out. Kick him out the bed. Get out, Eddie.
Yeah.
That's my wife.
Yeah, you're in the wrong place. What do you reckon, Aman?
Yeah, I'll tuck him in. I'd say he's done a great job.
What did you miss? What did you miss, say?
Well, she won't be happy, of course.
I'll
I'll allow it.
allow it.
She'll be like, "Come and join us."
Yeah, but yeah, I think yeah, he's done from what, 11th last season to 4th this season. It's great, and
Yeah, he's done all right, hasn't he?
I don't think Newcastle have spent as much money as people think they have. I think they spent less than Liverpool in the summer, less than Chelsea, of
But
course.
man, don't start. Liverpool sold Coutinho.
No, I'm just talking in the summer. I'm talking about when they bought Nunes for about 80 million.
Yeah, I know, but they sold Coutinho 12 years ago, so that's still paying for it.
Yeah.
We're not going down that route anyway, are we, James?
No, we're not. No.
Right. Jake Silva. Best replacement for Wilson going into the final game week. And would you consider moving Alvarez or Mahrez onto someone like Gundo or Stick? I think with Alvarez and Mahrez playing today, I think you've got to Stick. I wouldn't be moving either of them on. They'd probably play a little bit part as well in the last 2 games in the cup finals. So, yeah, I won't be moving them on. Best replacement for Wilson. Are you going to go Rashford, aren't you? I think with him starting today. What do you reckon, James?
Well, yeah, Rashford's a good shout. I got a feeling he may already have Rashford because he didn't mention him as an option. I would probably go at Mahrez. I would. Best replacement for Wilson. So it's going to be a striker. So Alvarez, yeah, I would go. Probably.
Yeah. Ben?
Well, yeah, I was seeing Rashford, Alvarez, but I think he's got Alvarez, isn't he? Because he's saying about moving him on.
Yeah, that's true.
I'd go Rashford because I haven't got any Rashfords now because I sold him when he got injured. So I'll probably be bringing him back in today. 2 games.
I've got loads of Martials.
Have you?
Yeah. He did all right. To be fair, he did. He because it looked like basically 2 for 1 over Kane and Salah, weren't it? And he outscored them both. So, and he's still got 2 games left, hasn't he?
Are you going to do Martial to Rashford then?
No, because I've got Luke Shaw to sort out.
Right.
I might do in a few teams, like further down, but the best 2 sides. I've only got 1 transfer left, so I have to tidy that up, that Luke Shaw thing. I know it's precautionary, isn't it? He will be playing in the cup final, I guess. But I just don't hold much hope for him getting any points. I just think he'll cost me points in that cup final because I fancy City to win it and win it comfortably, I guess. But yeah, Martials. What do you reckon, Aman? Would you stick with Wilson for a one game punt, or are you going to move him on to a City or United asset, aren't you?
Yeah, I think Wilson, he doesn't play 90 minutes, so even as against Chelsea, and so it's not going to be. I don't think he'll probably start today as well. I think he might just play exactly through the middle. So yeah, Rashford's a better bet, and yeah, I would do that move, yeah, to Rashford. Probably all those other strikers. Even if it is a choice between Alvarez and Rashford, I'll still go Rashford. I think.
Yeah.
Because
you're probably going to see Alvarez. He's going to be back on bench for probably the last 2 games. Obviously, Haaland coming in.
Yeah.
But he's got a game today to maybe grab a couple. Because as I know that City team is pretty much full second string, but you've got the likes of Mahrez, Foden, Alvarez. There's goals in that team, isn't there?
Yeah.
Quality players. It's scary. Their second lineup.
Depends on what
about this one?
Go on, Ben.
What about this one, Antonio? He's got 2 games.
Yeah,
Leicester,
he starts today.
and then he's
Good
Fiorentina.
shout.
That's a differential, isn't it?
Madison hat-trick today. Madison hat-trick. Leicester stay up.
I'm not sure he
Hopefully.
starts today, but could be a good shout. I reckon Danny Ings
Yeah.
will start today and Antonio will start in the final. But that's just a guess. I don't know. I don't have any leaks.
Yeah. The last few games he's missed, but I think he had a knock. But he did play in Europe, but didn't play in the league. So, yeah. Just keep your eyes on the lineups.
Yeah, decent. It'd be a decent punt, that.
3:30, the lineups come out, don't they?
Yeah, not far off now, not far off. That's Vestos, probably the funniest man on Discord. Same question as Cole's 1993 about Eddie Howe being tucked into your bed. But it's Neil Warnock this time tucking into the missus. Tucking into the missus, not being tucked into bed. He's tucking into the missus now. And if so, what brand of tea are you making him? Ben? What are you doing with Warnock?
I'd shoot the bastard. Colin Warnock.
Colin Warnock.
If he wants a cup of tea, it's going to be Yorkshire, though, isn't it? He's a Yorkshire lad.
Yorkshire tea. Definitely. Ah, man, your missus has already been tucked in by Eddie Howe. What are you doing with Neil Warnock?
What are these questions?
Yeah, there's no room for Warnock.
No room for Warnock. Eddie's already there. Brilliant.
Is he about to retire now?
He's back at Huddersfield now.
He retires every year, doesn't he?
No, he come out of retirement and kept Huddersfield up.
Yeah, he did. That's him. He's done though, isn't it? It was only a short contract.
I think I heard he said somewhere. He says, "I like coming in at the end of the season because I've got something to like go for."
Yeah.
And
he
then
said, he'll see you in 9 months. That's what he said. Yeah, brilliant. I do like Neil Warnock, but yeah, he wouldn't be tucking into my missus though. But he is a good character of the game. Do like him.
You gotta die for them 3 points. That's what he always says, isn't it?
I should have got myself a quote up here, shouldn't I? And I could have put a bit of Neil Warnock on, but we've not got a bit of Neil Warnock, but we've got a bit of this guy.
I've kept really quiet, but I'll tell you something. He went down in my estimation when he said that. We have not resorted to that, but I'll tell you, you can tell him now, I'll be watching it, we're still fighting for this title, and he's got to go to Middlesbrough and get something. And I'll tell you, honestly, I will love it if we beat them. Love it.
I'll love it.
Right. That's a bit of Kevin Keegan for you.
I like the old-style managers now, innit? They're a dying breed.
They are a dying breed. Well, you got Neil Warnock going back to Huddersfield. You got Big Sam coming in at Leeds for a £2 million paycheck or something, big brown envelopes. And I mean, yeah. Today it's a big one, isn't it? Between them 3 teams. Big one. Are you nervous, Ben?
No, I'm at peace with what's going to happen now. Because we've been so bad, they deserve to go down, and I've made peace with it now. I think I'd look forward to us playing in the Championship next year. Refresh start.
It's good in Championship, isn't it? It's good. Good fun.
It's good when you get back up, though, isn't it? Oh, how long have you been out of the Premier League now, Blackburn?
10 years now.
Yeah.
Too long. Good opportunity this. But if we can keep on a young Noel Thomason this season, we've got a cracking young side. I think they ended up on Sky 29 times last year. That is unbelievable.
Have you seen the calibre of teams that have gone up and come down, though? Like, Championship's going to be a lot harder next year.
But we say that every year as well. And then a lot of the Premiership teams that do come down, they struggle. I don't know what it is they struggle with. I think it's a lot more. It's obviously a lot more scrappier in Championship. There's just something different. And sometimes, obviously, a lot of teams bounce straight back up. And I could see if Leicester come down, they've got the financial backing, they've got a bloody good squad. I mean, they'd probably fly straight back up. That'd be one place taken.
We need a whole new squad. Lots of players only got 1-year contracts left. Lots of players running out of contract. So It'd probably be easier to build a new squad in the Championship than in the Premier League.
Do you think Vardy would stay for another year
Yeah,
if we go into the
I'd
Championship?
like him to, yeah.
Because if he left, I'd be wanting Rovers to get hold of him just for a year.
Yeah,
definitely. But
I could imagine him going to Sheffield Wednesday.
Yeah, I know you were saying they're playing. When's the final for Sheffield Wednesday?
Don't know. Is it today?
I think it's the League 2 one today. But yeah, incredible comeback from them in the semi-final against Peterborough, 4-0 down.
Yeah,
unbelievable. I don't think we give. Well, I've not spoken to you probably since. But yeah, that was unreal. Unreal. Right, enough Championship talk. Mgu has been on the Discord. How have you all done in mini leagues this year? Best teams overall going into the last game week, and then we'll have a chat about the relegation battle. So for me, mini leagues been pretty decent this year. I usually put the wrong teams in. I did all right. I put my top 2 sides in to the mini leagues. I think I'm 3rd in the Dream Team Tonic one, or 4th. No, 3rd. 4th in Chris Packard's big league as well. So a decent little return. Although I was leading the Dream Team Tonic for quite a while, so a little bit disappointed. I had a few very short weeks. I'm still hoping I can maybe snatch second off Flower Pot Man, but I don't know. 17 points even at this late stage, especially when all the teams become sane. It's hard to make that.
Need a differential, mate.
Yeah, I think that's why I went for Gundog as well, because there's not many people have him. So it's just one of them. Obviously, Fernandez as well is a differential against them. So he did all right last week. During the week, sorry. James, how you done in your mini leagues, mate?
Not particularly well. However, I believe I've won the most important one, which is my local pub team. Well,
is he listening?
It used to be my local pub, but it isn't anymore. But that's the one with the bragging rights. I couldn't if I didn't win, I couldn't show my face there ever again. So I'm currently 88 points ahead. We've both got 2 transfers left. He's got 3 Arsenal players. I'm full of City. It's done and dusted. So yeah, I'm happy about that. There's some decent money rising on that one as well.
When were you travelled down to Bristol the other week for your leaving do? He was adamant he had you.
Yeah, I know.
He was slagging your team off.
I did have a scare at one point. It was 30 points. Well, in the start of the season, he was hundreds of points ahead of me, and then he thought he'd won it. And since the start of after the World Cup, I literally nailed him. And he did. When Odegaard got a hat trick a few weeks ago, he got the gap down, and Odegaard's got a hat trick. Gabriel got a clean sheet, and Jesus got a couple of goals as well. And he got the gap back to like 30 points, and I thought, oh crap, because I gambled and I say not gambled, but I didn't have any Arsenal coverage at all for obvious reasons, lack of fixtures, etc. And I was bricking it for a week or 2. But since then, things have gone my way, and my city blocks have done all right, and a few of my differentials have clawed it back. So yeah, quite happy with that.
Brilliant. Ben?
Yeah, my main one, I'm second. Got a chance possibly of winning it, but all the big ones, in the top 10 pretty much. Not a great season for me really. 2 teams in the top 1,000 now. Usually have about 4 or 5. My pod team's 2.4, so that's my 3rd best team now. It's like crept up. But I won all my mini leagues in the World Cup Dream Team game. That was the main one. Yeah, that went bad. That, but yeah, it's been a poor season domestically. So got to do better next year. I was hoping to get the top 100, but it's been like 50 points in and around for ages. I thought, I'll smash that, I'll get that back, but it's just not. Keep dropping back. So I'm like fighting between like 180th to 250 at the minute. It keeps dropping back, forward, back
Yeah.
for my overall rank. But yeah, I've got chances of winning cash in some mini leagues. That zombie league we're running, you're second in it, aren't you? Have you seen it?
Oh yeah. I'm still second. I don't check that for about a month.
You're
or so.
second, and the guy Wayne Herbert, he was topped by like 150 points a few months ago, and I was texting him saying, "Oh, well done, you're going to smash this." And he's had about 5 injuries in defence, so obviously he can't make any transfers. So he's had like 4 defenders, a goalkeeper, and then like I think he had someone. It was really good, like Jesus at the start, and he's can't remember exactly, but then you've crept up, and I'm third, so we're looking like we're going to get something back from that.
Excellent.
Yeah. So, yeah, bits and bobs. Nothing massive.
Yeah.
But, yeah.
Got a decent return in the World Cup League, though, didn't you?
Yeah.
So.
Yeah, thank God for that.
Paid for an holiday that one, Ben. They're a decent win. Good stuff. What about you, Alan? How are you doing in your mini leagues, mate?
Yeah, I've entered my second best team in like friends and family mini league, so that was one. So that's in about 41 position. So they're not happy about that. Big league. And also I do like I pick a team at the start of the season and write about it, and so that becomes like my main team, and that's what I entered in most of my mini leagues, and that's like third right now. So maybe it can stay in the cash positions, because they pay out, some of them pay out the top 3. Yeah, overall, I got to enter probably more competitions next season.
Yeah,
like the big mini league. So I didn't do that this season. So
you've not mentioned your Patreon Cup win.
Well, that was a great win as well. I'm happy with that. Yeah. Spent a long time because I was ready on the day when I thought it was gonna happen, but then you announced it. It's in the first week of March when we get new set of transfers.
Yeah, I just wanted to mix that up. We wanted to do it off the back of being able to make some changes, I suppose.
Yeah. And then it was like a 3-week wait, like from the semi-final to. And I was like, I want to get this over and done with. I want to get it over and done with. And I spent like that was my first best team at the time. And then I thought I got to go and try and win this Patreon Cup final, be really aggressive. So I did about 3 transfers straight from the back, and kind of ruined it for the rest of the month because those were 1-week punts. They weren't for the long term. It was a great. It doesn't come often enough, the Patreon Cup. So if you're in the final, you got to go and win it.
That's it, mate.
Magoo's just asked that question. He was your rival in the final. He was supposed to be on the pod today, wasn't he?
Yeah.
He couldn't make it.
It would have been interesting, innit?
Yeah.
I would have had to separate you both.
Yeah. I was like nervous. I was like, when I find out he was coming on, I thought, wow, this is going to be awkward now. But,
I don't know whether we heard this, but obviously during that Patreon Cup, I like 30 odd teams, and I didn't score a point.
I'm going for a piss.
I didn't score a point. Oi, come back. Anyway, yeah, that's just me feeling sorry for myself.
We need to
Next
start
season,
with these questions, Tony, I think.
Right. Right, come on, let's get going. Right, here we go. We've got one off Pat Guitar, DT Patrick. If Foden bangs today, stellar performance. Do you think Grealish is at risk for the cup finals? Yes. I don't know where Grealish has gone. don't know whether he's still in a lap dancing bar somewhere, but I think it seems like he's in danger of losing his place, especially if Foden does bang. What do you reckon, James?
Yeah, it seems odd that he's not been playing since they've won. I'm not aware of any injury. It does make you think maybe he over partied or something like that. He's got a rep for it. He was talking about nailing a bottle of champagne if they won and stuff. I mean, Pep doesn't like players that drink, or they've still got some really important games to go. In Pep's mind, I think that's possibly unprofessional behaviour. So, by all means, celebrate, but they've still got some big games to go. So I am concerned about Grealish, and I think if Foden puts in, he's looked good in spells. I think if he puts in another performance today, I think Grealish's place could be under threat, because he won't have any what does the word Pep use? Any rhythm, because he's not been playing.
Yeah.
So to throw him in a cup final, which is what it's going to be now, by the sounds of it, is I would not be surprised if Foden did get more game time now. Yeah.
Yeah. Alan?
Yeah, I don't think. I think Foden's a very good choice right now, because I think he played really well against Brighton on Wednesday, and him and Haaland, they linked up quite well. I think he nearly got 2 assists for if Haaland had finished his chances well. So I think Foden's looking really good right now, and I don't know. You want to put Grealish straight back, without having some rhythm, as James was saying. And plus, he's not an explosive player. He's always a player that gets the 3 points. Foden's can get his ceilings. He might get 0, or he might get an 8 or something. So I'll probably go for the player that's more explosive.
Oh yeah, that's right. Aman, try and move your mic away a little bit from your mouth. Just a bit.
Yeah. Okay. Better now.
Yeah, a little bit better. Yeah.
Yeah, I'll go for Foden.
Yeah. Ben, you're on toilet when we're asking that question.
Foden.
Yeah. You think he's
going
to...
Don't know, mate, really. He might be just saving Grealish for the finals. He seems to be pivotal to the way they've been playing, winning free kicks, the way he's so wide on the pitch, receives the ball. Like Foden plays a bit more inside, doesn't he? So basically, Foden's playing for his spot today, I think. Foden scores a few goals. We're saying that Mahrez scored a hat-trick the other week, and he didn't get in the team, did he, for the round cup match? But I think because he does defending as well, Grealish. You see Grealish getting back and everything, don't you? Like
unbelievable.
When they, So
he covers the left back so well, doesn't he? You never ever thought you'd see that from Grealish's game, but how many times you see him, like you say, stopping a cross coming in or recovering ball from the back in like the defense area in that corner. It's unreal.
Yeah. Bernardo's the same as well. Like, he gets back. So I think it's because they're going to be tough games. I can see Foden starting on the bench. If there were like an easier game, Foden would start. But because they're playing United, we haven't yet, but by the sounds of it, it's not in the squad, Grealish again. So maybe he has been a naughty boy.
Maybe.
Yeah.
Just a quick one here for you, James, from Connor. Have you done your FPL transfers whilst on the live? And if you saw, who's he gone for?
I have. And what time is it? Is the deadline gone?
Yeah.
It's just gone, hasn't it?
Just gone.
Yeah. I kept it simple. I took Haaland out for Kane, which could backfire, but I heard Haaland wasn't starting, and I've captained Kane. I imagine a lot of people would do that move. We're still really early here. I didn't have much time. I wanted to wait for the lineups. I'm absolutely knackered, actually. But yeah, I have done my transfer, Connor. May the best team win, i.e., but we'll see.
Excellent. Chum Patel, how do I join your cash league next season? Once you're listening to the shows, early doors will give you all the info as regards to joining the cash league and Patreon and other things that we're going to have going on next season. So yeah, just keep your ears out for that, Chun. Andrew Carr, transfers are crazy. When I won it, I transferred 3 in the hour before the Spurs Liverpool Champions League final. Yes, it's been a little bit strange this year with rolling all them games into one game week. It's one of them, I suppose. Was it already highlighted? I don't know. If you read the rules, it probably was there, but you shouldn't have to do that. Just think it a little bit. People have probably planned towards being able to split the transfers amongst, and some people even believing that they had another 5 transfers in June. So that affected a lot of strategies, which isn't great, but we're all in the same boat, I suppose. Another from Andrew Carr saying Grealish isn't injured, he just gets kicked all game. So he's been safe for the finals, in his opinion. He's a bit of a furry. He likes to be on the floor. He does get kicked a lot, but yeah, we'll see how bad that hangover is. Just a quick one at the end of Goo's question about the relegation battle. We won't delve too deeply into it. There's going to be one team survives. Just a quick name. James, who survives today?
I think Everton will survive. I've always thought they would stay up. Sean Dyche is always going to grind that final result out, I think. And they're playing Bournemouth. I think it's a done deal.
Yeah, Ben?
Surely it's Everton's turn to go down, isn't it? They've never been relegated, have they?
Never.
They always get out of it. Always. Yeah. I'm hoping for a Bournemouth win and Leicester beat West Ham. But that's my heart. But and Bournemouth, looking at the results against Everton, have been pretty good lately. I think they've won the last 3 or 4. But with all that crowd behind them at Goodison Park, I can just see them pushing them over the line, sneaking 1-0 win or something.
It's going to be electric there, isn't it? Aman, who's your recommend?
Oh, it's a tough one. I think I'll go for Everton to survive. I think I find it very strange at the start of the season when Leicester sold Kasper Schmeichel and then didn't have anyone really to replace him. So he's like one of the best, he's one of the league's best goalkeepers at the time. So he's very good at shot stopping, and every time, there's no one that's organising at the back. So they've had to split between Ward and Everson, and they're not at that level as Kasper Schmeichel. So I think the problem started from there.
Yeah, I think if you look at the goals for and goals against, like Leicester, they've scored enough.
Yeah.
You compare their scoring down there, it's just the conceding, just not being able to defend. But that wasn't just one season, that's been the same last season as well, hasn't it? It's been a problem that just hasn't been rectified. And sometimes, if you're not going to sort it, I mean, that's either down to Rodgers or the recruitment team. They just haven't been able to plug that gap. So
yeah, I think the goalkeeper plays a big role in organising that defence.
Yeah, Kasper a huge loss. Huge loss for Leicester.
It's not just the goalkeeper, it's like he commands the defence, doesn't he?
Yeah, he does. He does.
Yeah.
He's pivotal to that back 5, back 6. He's pivotal to it, the goalkeeper. because he could see all the pitch.
Yeah, during COVID, when there was no spectators in the games, you could hear him talking all the way through the match.
Yeah, a proper leader in that dressing room.
Yeah.
You'll see that Everton faithful getting them over the line for a second season in a row, last day escape, which would be crazy. But yeah, we'll see what happens later on. Right, we'll try and whittle through these quite quickly now. We are getting a little bit behind. So, Baz Bestos, who is the best Dream Team player out of the three of you? And can you agree unanimously on this? And who is the best Dream Team player you know, if not one of you? I'll fire it off. I'll say the best Dream Team player I know is Ben. Out of the three of us, definitely, since I've always had a good football knowledge. I've been decent at Dream Team, but it was only until speaking to Ben and getting to know him and how good he is with the fixtures and the planning that he's rubbed off onto me, which has improved my game. So my vote's for Ben. James?
I echo that 100%. Ben's been playing a long time. He looks at things very differently. I've learned a lot from him in the last few years, and it's without question it's Ben. Yeah. Ben, are you going to agree it's Ben?
Well, thanks for the compliments, guys. I don't know. Don't want to blow my own trumpet. Tony,
I'll be honest.
At the end of the day, Tony, you're doing better than all of us this year.
Yeah,
so
but that doesn't mean nothing, does it?
What's that saying? You're as good as your last match.
Only as good as your last season. That's it, isn't it? We'll see. Anyway, I think we've agreed unanimously. We'll go with that. You know what to do, TT, Tonic, James. I want to hear that Europa song being sang. You're not doing that, are you, James? You're not going to do a rendition. Singing the Europa League song.
No.
We're not going to get into that. Twed's been on. If I hold on to a cash spot in Second Chance League, can Conquer come on a special guest and read my name out? We can definitely sort that for you, Twed. Whether Conk wants to do that, I don't know. I'm sure you'll probably drop it in comments in a minute. Conquer, Connor, any plans for patrons in the Discord of the summer? Well, the plan is you're going to get your Patreon membership paused. You won't be charged through the summer. There is a lot of stuff that we've got going on behind the pipelines ready for next season to try and make it even bigger and better. Try and improve Dream Team Tonic. And they'll be out as we go, won't they? Go on, James.
I was listening to I think it was Fergie on the Green Arrow pod, and one of the guys piped up and said the fixtures are out in 3 weeks' time. Can you believe that?
That's crazy. Yeah, 10th of June, is it?
No rest for the Tonic boys.
Yeah, 10th of June, fixtures out. So we're planning starts in earnest.
So as soon as those fixtures come out, we'll be analysing those. I don't imagine Dream Team probably. We might get a leak or two like last year of the player prices, etc. We'll be on that if we do. Keep your eyes peeled. We'll be on Twitter. We'll announce things as they happen.
Yeah, definitely.
I think last season, Dream Team was already the last fantasy football format to be released. It's like 3 weeks before the season.
Yeah.
So they were taking their time. And so it'll probably come out in July. FPL comes out straight away. It comes out straight away.
Yeah, feeds people straight away, doesn't it?
Yeah. And then
just a shout as well, Alan, sorry, while I remember, is in Telegraph Fantasy Football. I'm sat in 8th, and where are you?
11.
I'm sure I've seen you 11.
Yeah, I'm trying to break in that top 10. But it's like it's tough.
If I get a big performance from Brighton today, I might, it is a big might, sneak into a cash prize. I think they pay down to 4th.
I think it's top 3 in that one.
Right, well, I might be able to get there. I'm about 15, 20 points behind.
Yeah, I think that's the format I enjoyed the most this season, the Telegraph.
Well, when you sat in 11th, you will.
Yeah. No.
no, it has been good.
Yeah.
It has been good.
Yeah.
But yeah, good
Currently,
luck for the end of that season, end of the season on there as well, mate. Just while I remembered, I did mean to drop you a message about it the other week when I seen your name there.
I've seen your name there as well. I was like,
I mean, hovering
can
there.
I get above? Yeah, no.
Well, you've got above me in Dream Team, so it won't surprise me if you climb above me in Telegraph as well, mate. Right. Last question from Andy Boynett. Excluding Haaland, if you had to pick two of the most owned players from West Ham, United and City, which would they be? That's two from each team, please. So excluding Haaland, I'd go De Bruyne, I'd probably say Diaz, who'll play all of the games. West Ham, Antonio, Benrahma, or Bowen, Benrahma. And United, Fernandes, Rashford. Nice and easy. James?
For West Ham, I think Paqueta has really caught the eye this year. But I think Bowen would still be my number one pick, the obvious choice. I'm surprised to see that Benrahma is currently only 7 points behind Bowen, but that's because he's been on penalties, I think.
Yeah.
But he blows hot and cold. So I would go Paqueta and Bowen. For United, it's like you say, Fernandes and Rashford. I think Garnacho could be one to watch. For City, KDB, although I am concerned about his ability to play twice in a week. But I still think he is the key asset there, outside of Haaland, obviously. And I think maybe next year is Foden's year. If he can stay fit, surely, we say it every year, surely he has the talent. He has raw talent to be. He could be an epic player.
Yeah,
and Alvarez as well in his second season. A lot of Pep brings in these guys. They have a decent-ish first season, and then the second season they really kick on. So that would be my picks.
Yeah, Ben.
Is this for next season, or for the end of the season?
Yeah, for next season. Yeah.
Right.
I think it's for this season, isn't it? Because why West Ham on the Europa League conference final?
Yeah, I think it is for this.
Yeah.
I
think Benrahma and Bowen for me from West Ham, Rashford and Fernandes from United, and then probably we'll go for Walker because I think he'll get 3 games, and I don't know, you know. Well, yeah, De Bruyne will play the finals, won't he? Surely.
He's going to play 80, 90 minutes in the finals, both of them, isn't
he? Yeah.
Obviously, injury pending.
Alvarez will get minutes in every match, but it's just he won't. I can't see him start in the finals.
No, unless it happens to De Bruyne. Yeah, Aman.
Yeah, I agree with Ben's choices. Probably see if Antonio plays today. I like him for 2 matches, so he can score quite heavily. And Paqueta from West Ham, looks really good, and probably be looking at him more closely in the summer. Especially in other fancy football games where they award for tackles, so he can become a tackle monster with Rice going. So yeah, he's on my short list in the summer.
Yeah.
Yeah, and he's done really well. Wasn't sure about him at the start, but he's done really well recently.
Yeah. Right, not a question from Patrick, who obviously are on there, but no question from me, only to say keep up the great work, fellas. The pods just keep getting better and better, in my opinion. Cheers, Patrick. Appreciate the kind words, mate.
Thanks, Patrick.
Obviously, there's going to be more live happenings next season. So, right, we've got the mini league tables. I'll just have a quick run of the top 3. No, I won't. Sorry, I was joking, Ben. We'll have a quick run of the top 10. Because I know you've been waiting for this for ages, haven't you? So Dream Team Tonic Cash League in 10th, we've got Scott Harris, Dream Team Professor. He snuck on there. Where did he come from? That's nice to see. 9th, Ben Lee. 8th, Lee Hooper. 7th, Tom Brindley. 6th, Stephen Williams. 5th, Tom Brindley. 4th, Tom Brindley. 3rd, me. 2nd, Tom Brindley. And 1st, Simon Davis with Nags Head Rovers. He's got a decent little lead there. I think the trophy might be going to Simon Davis, but you never know. Over to the second chance, Tonic Cash League. We've got in joint 9th, Ben Lee and Jamie Curry. 8th, Lee Hooper. 7th, Lee Hooper. 6th, we've got me. Joint 4th, we've got Tom Brindley and Andrew Tweddle. 3rd, Tom Brindley. And joint top is Andrew Tweddle and Andrew Tweddle. So it could be some nice, decent prize money coming your way for the second chance league, Andrew. That'll make up for the playoff loss that Borough suffered. DT Tonic Patreon League. In 10th, we've got Gary Paul. 9th, we've got me. Joint 7th, Wayne Foster Crouch, Stephen Broughton. 6th, we've got Jake Bevan. 5th, Mark McKee. 4th, Lee Hutton. 3rd, Aman, you there, mate?
Yeah.
2nd, another Brindley. And top of the shop is John Mellier. He's got a 5-point lead, so that's definitely not sewn up yet. Obviously, we've went through them questions. We've had some extra questions, obviously, through the chat. It's been good to do it live. It's probably a format we're going to look into doing a hell of a lot more next season, while still keeping the exclusivity to the patrons, the people that support us. We've got loads of exciting stuff to come for next season that we'll be planning throughout the summer. Like I say, it's not a long time now, is it, till the fixtures are announced, so it won't be too big of a break for us. We are definitely going to have one more podcast minimum, where we'll have we'll see all the league tables sewn up, and obviously we're going to do a little bit of an awards ceremony for the patrons and stuff, and have a bit of a laugh with the final episode. It's good to have James back with his big move to Venezuela. So nice one for joining us, James, so early in the morning.
Buenos dias.
Yes, it should
be as well.
It seems to have run smooth enough. We've not had no Venezuelan power cuts. It's nice to have Alan on as usual. He's becoming a bit of a regular now, Alan, to be fair.
I think that's his hat trick now, is it?
Yeah, hat trick done.
Send out your hat trick ball. But yeah, great to have you. Cheers, Aman, for coming on the live episode. Hopefully everyone's enjoyed it. If you have, just drop a comment, drop a like.
Join the Patreon as well next season.
Yeah, the link's down there, rolling across the bottom of the screen, patreon.com/Dream Team Tonic. We are going to have some free trials running up to the new season to give you a taste of what is to come if you are to sign up. Thanks to everybody for all your support all season. Best of luck for the last game of the Premier League season. And if we don't speak to you before the 2 finals, which I'm pretty sure we will, but if we don't, best of luck there, best of luck in your mini leagues, and have the best finish you can. Cheers, lads.
Cheers, everyone.
Thanks
Cheers
to everybody who joined us in the live chat and stuff, including Matt Woolley and Demetris, who didn't get a shout out during the pod. So thanks to all you guys.
Cheers, Demetris. Sorry, mate. I'm new to this. I scrolled past you, pal. Well, there you are, Demetris, watching at work. That's some dedication. Cheers. And Matt, there you are, mate.
Yeah.
And enjoyed it as well.
Yeah. Just 1 second. My son wants to say hello as well.
Yeah, no worries.
Yeah, he wants to be on YouTube. So
bring him on.
Every kid's dream.
Yeah, he loves watching YouTube. So he said, "Can I?"
We try and get him on the big screen. Where is he? No, can't. Where is he?
Where is he, Aman? You're on mute.
We're having a tour of Aman's house here. Here he is.
Hey. Hello, mate.
Gives a lick.
You're muted.
Aman, you're on mute, mate. And we've lost him. Oh, there we are.
You're live on YouTube. Welcome.
Please do not swear.
Next dream team, Guru, following in
That's
his
it.
father's footsteps. Aman's son.
Excellent. It's been emotional. Lineups are out in 10 minutes. Go and get your transfers done.
Right.
See you later, guys.
See you later.
See ya.